Real estate is a booming industry, and someday you may be interested in owning rental properties of your own. The fact is, there are so many new landlords that have no idea what to do on the first day they take over a new property. In this video, not only will you receive a complete beginner's guide on becoming a successful landlord, but if you watch until the end, I want to give you a few hacks most landlords don't know about handling unexpected expenses. With the right tools and tricks up your sleeve, being a landlord can be a breeze, and you'll have tenants lining up to rent from you in no time. So without wasting any more time, here are 9 rules you can apply in your journey as a new landlord. Number 9. Know the laws. Knowing the laws is crucial when it comes to renting a property. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse, especially when it comes to your hard-earned money. It's like playing Monopoly without reading the rules. You may think you're winning, but you're actually losing all your properties to the bank. Do yourself a favor and familiarize with local and state rental laws, such as fair housing laws and security deposit limits. These laws were created to protect renters from unscrupulous landlords who want to take advantage of their tenants. Trust me, you don't want to end up in a situation where you're paying more than the legal limit for a security deposit or living in a discriminatory environment. 3 hacks to know. Research, stay informed, and keep your properties and wallets safe. Number 8. Screen tenants thoroughly. When it comes to screening tenants, you should start by checking their credit history to see if they have a history of paying bills on time. Next, check their employment history to make sure they have a steady income to pay rent. And last but certainly not least, run a criminal background check. This will give you peace of mind knowing that your property and your other tenants are safe. Just remember, if you find any red flags, trust your instincts and don't rent to them. It's better to be safe than sorry. But hey, you also have to remember that just because someone has a few blemishes on their record, it doesn't mean they won't make great tenants. Sometimes even the most well-behaved individuals have a little secret, like a love for karaoke on a Tuesday night. Stick around because the video is getting more intriguing. With the tips I prepared for you, you'll become a seasoned landlord in no time. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Share this to others as well so that it can be spread to more people. Number 7. Set clear expectations. Here's the secret: setting clear expectations is key to a smooth tenancy. A comprehensive lease agreement can be the solution to all your worries, as it outlines all the terms and conditions of the tenancy in a clear and concise manner. Think of it as a love letter, but instead of expressing your feelings for someone, you express the rules for living on your property. But don't let the serious tone fool you. You can still add a touch of humor to lighten the mood. For example, you can include a clause that says, "Tenant agrees to not use the property for goat yoga classes," or "Landlord shall not be held responsible for any damages caused by spontaneous dance parties." Just kidding. But in all seriousness though, a well-drafted lease agreement can avoid any misunderstandings or conflicts between the landlord and tenant. So take the time to sit down and create a lease agreement that covers all the important details and set clear expectations for both parties. Believe me, your future self will thank you for it. Number 6. Set the rent at a fair market price. You know what else is important? Finding the sweet spot between what the market will bear and what will keep your tenants happy. After all, no one wants to be the landlord with a revolving door of angry renters. So how do you find the perfect price point? The answer is simple: research, research, research. Look at comparable rentals in the area and see what they're charging. Don't just blindly set the rent based on your own assumptions or feelings. This is where data meets intuition. But what if you come across a property with a rent price so low? That makes you question the sanity of the landlord. Don't worry, it's not a trap. It could be that the property has a catch, like it's located in a neighborhood with a less than stellar reputation. On the other hand, you might come across a rental that charges an arm and a leg for a studio apartment. In that case, ask yourself, do I want to be that landlord? In short, do your due diligence and find a fair market price for your property. Number 5. Maintain the property. As a property owner, you have a big responsibility on your shoulders. Your property is like a precious gem that needs to be polished regularly to shine. The point? Regular inspections and maintenance are key to ensuring it remains in tip-top shape. You need to check the roof for leaks, the pipes for trips, the walls for cracks, and the floors for squeaks. If you find any issues, fix them promptly before they turn into bigger problems. And don't forget the little things that make your property stand out, like maintaining the garden, trimming the hedges, and keeping the paint fresh. With regular maintenance, your property will remain the envy of the neighborhood and the pride of your portfolio. So go ahead, inspect and maintain your property like a boss. Who knows, you might even discover your hidden handyman skills. Number 4. Handle repairs promptly. Tenants expect prompt attention to their repair requests and any issues that arise in their rented space. Failing to address repairs in a timely manner may not only lead to frustration and dissatisfaction among tenants, but it can also lead to bigger problems and increased expenses in the long run. Establish a clear process for receiving and addressing repair requests so the tenants can feel heard and taken care of. Communication is key in this process. Keeping tenants informed about the status of their repair request and providing a timeline for completion can help manage expectations and build trust. Regular maintenance checks can also help prevent small issues from becoming bigger problems and minimize the need for repairs. Investing time and resources in handling repairs promptly is a valuable investment in the success of a rental property. With just 3 guides left, the excitement level is at an all-time high. Watch until the end of the video to become a pro landlord in a jiffy. And now, number 3, keep accurate records. Don't underestimate the power of record keeping. Why? Because it ensures that you have a clear and organized picture of your rental property's financials, making it easier for you to manage your expenses and to comply with tax regulations. Keeping track of rent payments, expenses, and maintenance is also critical in resolving disputes that may arise between you and your tenants. For rent payments, make sure to keep a record of the date the payment was received, the amount paid, and the name of the tenant who made the payment. This will come in handy if there is a dispute regarding rent payments in the future. Similarly, keep receipts and invoices of all expenses incurred, such as utilities, property insurance, and maintenance costs. This will allow you to track your expenses and ensure that you are maximizing your rental property's potential. Also, keep a log of any maintenance or repair work performed on the property. This includes the date the work was done, the cost, and the name of the person or company that performed the work. This information will be useful in case of disputes with tenants or in the event of a tax audit. Number 2, be prepared for emergencies. Being prepared for emergencies is not just a smart move, it's a life-saving one. Imagine being caught in a raging fire or being stuck in the dark during a power outage. These scenarios can quickly turn into disasters if you don't have a plan in place. That's why it's vital to have a foolproof emergency plan ready at all times. Start by assessing the potential emergencies that could occur in your area. Make a list of necessary supplies like flashlights, first aid kits, and non-perishable food. Identify safe exits and meeting spots, and make sure everyone in your household is aware of the plan. Don't forget to regularly review and update the plan to ensure its efficacy. By being prepared, you can face emergencies with confidence and peace of mind. Remember, when it comes to emergencies, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Number 1. Consider hiring a property manager. Trust me, I know, being a landlord can be a tough gig. Between dealing with unruly tenants, fixing leaky faucets, and making sure a rent check's clear, it's enough to make even the most seasoned landlord break out in a cold sweat. But fear not, weary landlord, there's a solution to this madness: hiring a property manager. Consider a property manager as your very own superhero in a business suit. They'll swoop in and save the day by handling all the nitty-gritty details of property ownership, leaving you free to sit back and relax. No more middle-of-the-night emergency calls from tenants, no more stress-inducing rent collection, and best of all, no more drama. So why not join the ranks of smart landlords everywhere and give property management a try? I guarantee it, your sanity and your stress levels will thank you. After all, being a landlord doesn't have to be a full-time job. It can be a piece of cake with the right help, of course. Being a landlord requires a set of specific skills and knowledge to be successful. Without proper preparation, it can quickly become a challenging and overwhelming experience. But with the tips I mentioned, you can become an experienced landlord in no time. What do you think about this guide on becoming a successful landlord? Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.